Yo, what is going on, you guys? It's your boy King Sanders here, and we are back with another rebuild as of today. And today is going to be a new look Houston Rockets rebuild. I gotta be honest, I think that two of the teams that have set themselves up for the absolute future is the Rockets as well as the Detroit Pistons. I think that those two teams have probably set themselves up better than most teams in the entire NBA. So basically what I think, or what I'm trying to say when I say that, is a lot of these teams are built for success right now, especially when it comes to teams like the Lakers, when it comes to teams like, I'm totally drawing a blank, but like some like Milwaukee in some aspects, not nearly as much. The Clippers, a lot of these teams that are, even the Brooklyn Nets, a lot of these teams are built for right now. And I think that there's not very many teams that are built for the future. And I definitely think that the Houston Rockets are one of those teams. So we're going to be rebuilding them today. I'm just going to basically just go through this. I got to be honest, like it's going to be a 3-year rebuild. But if you guys are watching this, please make sure to subscribe. We are literally, at the time of this recording, 6 subscribers away from 100. It would mean so much to me if I could hit that 100 mark, man. But yeah, so that's pretty much going to be it. I'm done rambling now. The last thing that I'm going to ramble about, the rosters aren't completely perfect. On PlayStation 5, there isn't a really good like 2K share that would allow all the rosters to be perfect and have all the settings be right and have all the right draft picks. Like, none of it is completely perfect. So for me, what I had to do, just because the Rockets haven't really made very many moves, I mean, they did make some, but not a whole lot. Then what I did was I took a very good like share from right after the draft. So this was as of, I think, July 31st. So it has all the correct players drafted. It has all the rosters correct up to that point, and that's kind of where I left it at. So we'll go ahead and go here to the qualifying offers here. Honestly, I'm not going to offer them to any of these guys. I don't think that we need them, especially on this team. When it comes to bird rights here, it looks like we do have bird rights to Kelly Olynyk, Sterling Brown, Dante Exum, and DJ Wilson. I got to be honest, odds are we are going to be starting fresh. If you take a look at this team, we do have John Wall here, which is cool, whatever. We do have a backup in DJ Augustine, which is whatever. This is where things get interesting. We do have Jalen Green. Jalen Green is an absolute monster. In 2K, he develops even better than you can imagine. He gets to be, I'm pretty sure, a 99, if not extremely, extremely close to it. We do have Eric Gordon, who's going to be a very solid player for us off the bench. We also have Josh Christopher. Are we going to implement Josh Christopher into the rotation? Because I think he can be very solid. There's just so many question marks for this team. They have Kevin Porter Jr., they have Daniel House, they have Christian Wood, Jayshawn Tate, Kenyon Martin Jr., Usman Garuba, Alperen Şengün, who is actually a stud, so definitely going to be getting him some playing time. I know that they lost Kelly Olynyk in the offseason, so I'm probably not going to bring him back. I think that this team should have some, or they won't have very much cap space because they do still have John Wall. But after his contract's up, you're looking at some crazy contract deals that you can do. So I do want to go ahead and set everything to the way that I think that the Rockets will probably go. I think Jayshawn Tate, he's only 6'5", so I don't know why he would be listed as a power forward. So we will go ahead and change that to small forward here. But, I think that, I don't know. I don't think Daniel House will get minutes. I think that he is a very solid player. I just don't think he's going to get minutes. Christian Wood is here. Kenyon Martin Jr. is here. Usman Garuba's here. And Şengün's here. I'm not going to make any off-season moves, to be completely honest. I know, we wouldn't even have any money anyway, so not going to make any moves, honestly. I just have absolutely no desire to. So we are going to renounce the rights on all of those guys. We're going to go here to player progression, and this is a very key screen here. So obviously Christian Wood is a very solid player. He did stay the same though, which is unfortunate. But 2K overall wise, that he just doesn't progress really well. Maybe in this next year, since we'll be winning some more games, maybe he'll progress a little bit more at the age of 26. But I don't really know. KPJ went up 5 overalls to an 83. You love to see that. Jayshawn Tate went up 1. I think that was because I moved him from power forward to small forward. But either way. So our only regression is 2 of our older guys, and John Wall and Eric Gordon. They did go down. And then we have Kenyon Martin Jr., who went up 1. Jalen Green, we just drafted. Obviously, he's not going to move. Daniel House went up 1. Şengün, we just drafted. Garuba, we just drafted. Christopher, we just drafted. And DJ Augustine, who's not going to be getting any minutes anyway. So, very, very solid. We do see a lot of green here, especially after the first couple seasons. That's when things get really, really good, especially here in Houston. So, we'll go to untapped potential here. I do want to send it to... Jayshawn Tate has A+ potential. Okay, I love that, but I didn't expect it. So we're gonna send it to Christian Wood, and we are going to send it to Jalen Green. Jalen Green apparently already has A+, so we definitely need a new trainer for next year. That is going to be an immediate need. So this is the way I'm kind of gonna run things. I think I'm going to run Christian Wood at center. I think I'm going to run, I guess, KPJ. No, Usman Garuba at the 4. Yeah, Usman Garuba at the 4. We're not gonna be very good this first year, and that is perfectly fine. I'm gonna get Şengün some minutes. I think he's very solid. Actually, I'm gonna trade away Eric Gordon real quick. I think, if I remember correctly, I think Eric Gordon did actually get traded in real life. So I am going to try to trade him. Hopefully a team can take on his salary. It's about $18 million a year, so unfortunately I'll probably have to bring someone back. But there's a first, and there's a very bad player as a team option, right? So that's definitely an option. Jordan Nwora actually gets buckets in this game, but we'd only have him for a year, so would it even be worth it? Oh, they would be willing to just give us a pick. Sure. So we'll definitely do that. We're going to move Christian Wood down to the 5. We are going to move Usman Garuba to the 4. I do want to get Şengün some minutes. That dude's an absolute stud. He can take Daniel House's minutes. We can go ahead and put them here. We can give him 20. 20 sounds solid. And then Eric Bledsoe's definitely not going to get minutes. And we can give them to Josh Christopher. Sure. That sounds like a pretty solid plan to me. We will go ahead and bump up Usman Garuba's minutes up to 29. We will bump up, I guess we could bump up Kenyon Martin Jr. off the bench. This is how we're going to run things for this first year. I definitely think that it's very solid. And I'm going to change the defense to play physical defense. I do think it helps out just a little bit. But yeah, man, this is how we're going to be running things. I don't expect us to be good. I truly don't. But I will see you guys at the end of the year with whatever happens. So we actually made the playoffs this year. I have no idea how, but we actually made playoffs this year. We ended up as the 7th seed in the conference. Not too shabby. 16th in the power rankings. Okay. Giannis is your MVP. Cade Cunningham, Rookie of the Year. So, unfortunately, our man Jalen Green did not get it. Evan Mobley, 6th Man of the Year. Giannis, Defensive Player of the Year. So, MVP and Defensive Player of the Year. Most Improved goes to LaMelo at 25 points a night. In just his second year, 25, 7, and 7. That's insane. What a GOAT. Coach of the Year, Mike Brown. Executive of the Year, Christopher Bell. And then we'll take a look and see if we have anybody on any teams. I highly doubt it. Maybe some rookie teams, but realistically, I mean, we're just not going to get anything. So we have three all-rookie first teams. And we have an all-rookie second team. This is what I'm talking about, dude. The team is just set up for so much success in the future. Jalen Green's up to 20, 4-4. Christian Wood at 19, 10, almost 11. So 19 and 11. John Wall actually played pretty well. 16, 6 and 2. KPJ I think he was off the bench. He might have been starting. I honestly don't remember. But 15, 3 and 4. Kenyon Martin Jr., he was for sure off the bench with 10, 5.5, and almost an assist. Jayshawn Tate played pretty well, actually pretty efficient scoring, 47 and 33 from the field. Josh Christopher, our new rookie, 8 points, 44%, 32%. Shangoon, our man, 7.5, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. Usman Garuba, also very solid. So we have just such a solid young squad that I don't know. I'm really happy with the way things are turning out. So we're going up against Denver. They're starting their rookie Bones. I love to see that. MPJ is here still. Aaron Gordon. Team didn't, but they picked up Dwight Howard. Oh man, we got Monte Morris, Bol. I mean, we're not gonna win, but it'd be cool to take a game. Yeah, no, we get swept. How about that? Okay, so and the Hawks win it all. Wow. Okay, what a sim we are in. Okay, got blue screen. I'll be back. So I honestly don't really know why that happened. It was a different result because I got back into it and it made me simulate the playoffs again. And it actually was the Hawks still in the finals, but they were going up against the Pelicans and they actually lost. And we actually took the Denver Nuggets to 7. I know it was crazy, but realistically, I couldn't really do anything else. So we'll go ahead and go to league meetings here. Make sure everything is rejected. Nothing crazy is going to happen. Go to the draft lottery. We should have a decent pick, but nothing too crazy. Let's see, Rockets. Okay, so I guess just the 26th pick. That's kind of crap. Okay, so for sure need to get a new trainer, and I would be willing to throw the absolute freaking I'd be willing to throw everything to him. Just because we definitely need a good trainer, especially with how young these players are. Maybe we'll try to get a new head coach. I think maybe bringing in a guy like Billy Donovan might be kind of nice. And then we could also try to get a new assistant coach. We could get this guy, sure. And they both sign. We'll go ahead and fire this assistant coach because his ratings are just really bad. We'll get Dion Blunt here, and he does sign, and we'll get a decent CFO, whoever's left. So that is going to be our CFO or our staff, signings and stuff like that. We'll go to the draft. I'm honestly, we have a lot of picks. Holy crap. Okay. And we have no bad contracts. So, I guess we'll take a look and see what we could get for the 10th pick. And if it's nothing too crazy, I probably will just Buddy Hield. That'd actually be pretty solid. But we just have so much talent. I just don't want to waste on any of it. Devontae Graham. But we could literally get 2 future first-round picks for this. I guess we could take a look. Who else here? So if we go to our pick and we take a look here and we go to the scouting, so we still have this guy here who's a 79 overall. His ceiling is Hakeem Olajuwon. All right, I mean, sure. Oh no, he's not there. Oh, that sucks. I definitely thought he was still there. That is very unfortunate. Overall wise, this guy's the best. Yeah, I just really don't need those. So I'm just gonna trade these away. For future picks, whatever. Just to kind of get them out of the way. Unless if I can get something crazy with these 2 picks, I don't think I will. So we'll just go ahead and take. I don't want picks from this year. I want future picks. So is there anybody willing to give us 2 future picks? No. Okay, so we'll do it one by one. Okay, making it difficult for us today. So we will get 2 future picks from this. Sure, thank you, Chicago. Then we will go ahead and trade Finder 20. I just really want to rebuild honestly, just the current, the team that we have now. I just think that they have so much potential that I would prefer to, okay, whatever. I would just prefer to be able to rebuild all of, everybody that we have now. I'm really happy with the way that a lot of our guys are, playing right now. Unfortunately, John Wall did accept his player option. That does kind of stink. But other than that, we really don't have any bad contracts outside of John Wall. So I think we're in a pretty good spot so far. So we'll go into free agency here. I don't think we'll have bird rights on anyone. I guess Daniel House, but realistically, he didn't even play for us. So let's go ahead and renounce the rights on all of these guys. And let's try to make a splash, I guess. Should we? What position are we really lacking? Because that's the thing is like, so I guess point guard. Yeah, point guard. So could we get Kyrie? No. So he's about $30 million. So if we didn't have John Wall's contract, we'd for sure be able to. So we have about 30 mil, maybe SGA, but he's restricted, isn't he? Yeah, he is. Sexton might be solid, but not really what I'm looking for. We definitely just need a point guard, and I don't know really what to do. Maybe you get Marcus Smart for off the bench. No, I'm not even going to make any moves. We'll just make a big splash next offseason. I really just needed a point guard, and that was, holy crap. Look at all this green. Look at all this green. KPJ is up to an 87. Very solid. Christian Wood's up to an 87. Jayshawn Tate's up to an 83. Jalen Green goes up 7 overalls to an 83. Kenyon Martin Jr. goes up 2 to a 78. John Wall is regressing down to a 78 as well. Josh Christopher, he can play that backup point guard role. He goes up 6 to a 78. Usman Garuba goes up to a 76. Şengün up to a 76. We're just at a very, very good point in the roster, or at a very good point in the simulation. And I just think that eventually, it's just gonna all click together for us. We have so many untapped potentials now. We have 3. So Jalen Green's already there. We'll get Christian Wood up to an A+. We will get, let's see, I guess Jayshawn Tate up to an A+. And we will get, I would like Josh Christopher because he is kind of the backup. He is kind of like that backup point guard for us. But truthfully, we could do Şengün too. I think that he could be very solid in the future. Or Garuba. I think Garuba's solid. We'll go Garuba for now, just because he was at a B+. Now he is up to the A- range, and he is that starting power forward for us. So I think that's a pretty good idea. We'll get Garuba here. We'll drop Şengün's minutes down to, I guess, 13. That's really low. We will definitely change this because I think Şengün is going to be a very, very good player for this team. Definitely going to keep the starting 5 the same. Jayshawn Tate can come off the bench, sure. But actually, I don't want him to be... I don't think I want him to be the 6th man. I don't think I do. I really don't. I think I'm going to move him down to where Şengün is. Move Şengün's minutes up to like 30. He can get that backup center role. Actually... And I think Josh Christopher is going to be solid. I really do. So we'll go ahead and give... We'll keep it like this. We'll keep this 9-man rotation going. I'm going to make sure, since we got a new coach, I'm going to make sure his play physical defense. And I'm just going to sit until the end of the year. I'll see you guys there. So yeah, we just keep getting better on this roster. We really do. We're up to the 3rd in the power rankings, 6th in the power rankings, 3rd in the conference. Trae Young wins MVP. Dan Blunt, that was the guy that we were trying to draft last year that had the ceiling of freaking like Hakeem or whoever it was. I can't remember, but a really good center. 6th man of the year goes to Precious. Giannis wins Defensive Player of the Year. Most improved goes to Precious as well. That's kind of cool. Johnny Bryant, Coach of the Year. Christopher Bell, Exec of the Year. And we were very solid this year. Will we have any? Kevin Durant on the Bulls. Okay, buddy. Wow. All right. So we'll go ahead and go to see if we have any. We really didn't have anybody. That's kind of shocking, especially since we were the 3 seed. I figured, someone would be there, but that's okay. That's okay. Jalen Green is up to 24 points a night, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. KPJ is in the 20-point club. Christian Wood is taking a little bit of a dip, but really it's not too bad. His rebounds are going up, so he's just doing his part a little bit more. John Wall's assists going up. Kenyon Martin Jr., he did drop from double digits, unfortunately. Usman Garuba is kind of still doing his thing. He's not putting up the best numbers, Maybe I should start Şengün, but I don't know. Christopher played pretty well. Jayshawn Tate, he did okay, but we did drop his minutes like drastically, so that could be a huge part of it. So we're going up against the Clippers first round. Clippers, who do have Jason Preston from Ohio University. They also have Paul George, obviously, Kawhi Leonard, Serge Ibaka, Zubats. So really no changes. They didn't get Keon. Yeah, I guess they did draft Keon Johnson, huh? Tristan Thompson must have gotten picked up in free agency, which is actually not too bad of a pickup for a team like the Clippers. And we lose in 7. Wow, man. I thought that was going to be the year. I really did. Trae Young does win the Finals MVP, which is cool. We'll go to the league meetings here. We'll make sure everything is rejected. Draft lottery, I don't really care. I've got our team pretty much set up. We'll get a new assistant GM. We'll get my boy Ryan Johnson. And everything else is still looking solid. So we'll go to the draft. We will trade away those picks because I have absolutely no use for them, even though they are pretty solid picks. I just don't have any use for them. We could go ahead and get TJ McConnell as a really solid backup point guard option. We could get Lowry and Thaddeus Young. That's a very solid package, but I'm not gonna do that. Dennis Smith Jr., Jeremy Lamb. I think TJ McConnell. That's actually very solid as a backup point guard option because if we can get someone from this, from this. What am I trying to say? From this offseason, that's what I was trying to say. Then we could actually be in a really good spot. So we'll go to the qualifying offers. I do want to offer it to KPJ. And we'll go over here to the bird rights, and we will offer. Oh, we have to re-sign Christian Wood. Yikes. So KPJ. Okay, so we'll offer KPJ a contract. We will offer Christian Wood a contract. We will offer. I guess we can offer. Jayshawn Tate is not interested in signing with us. Honestly, I'm not too mad about that. So now we need a point guard. John Morant is restricted, which is very unfortunate. Maybe we could go after D'Lo. We could go after SGA. Okay, so here's my game plan. I'm gonna offer one to John Morant. Okay. And he does agree, but the thing is the Grizzlies can match that if they want to. So, since, they probably would, realistically, they probably would match something like that. But we will skip through and see. Yeah, so they matched it. So now we can take a shot at a guy like SGA. Maybe he would accept it. And he does agree. So I think we should have him on the roster, to my knowledge. Let me just double check. Okay, SGA is there. So SGA is going to be our starting point guard. So we're solid there. So we now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So we could pick up one more player if we wanted to. Şengün is only a 77, but he can kind of play that backup center position. Kenyon Martin Jr., he did drop to 9 points a night. We could look for another power forward. Well, I guess let's see what all's here. Jokic is here. But I think, okay, so we only have 22 mil. 22 mil would leave us with, let's see, 22 mil. So, like, in this area. It still leaves us with some really good options. Brandon Clark is a very solid player. We could look to improve on maybe our backup. No, I mean, Josh Christopher is an 80. We don't need to improve on that. We could look for a backup small forward. Is there a backup small forward that we could afford? I guess Karis LeVert would be solid, actually. Yeah, we'll shoot him an offer. See if he accepts, and he does. Cool. So, I don't think I've ever gotten Karis LeVert. I kind of wanted to do a little experiment with him, to be completely honest. See if he's kind of that guy. So now we have a really good roster. We have SGA here. We have Kevin Porter Jr., who is apparently a 90 overall, and he's an absolute stud. We have Jalen Green, Karis LeVert, Josh Christopher, Kenyon Martin Jr. Very solid roster. I'm not going to make any changes to the team. You guys know that. I don't really like to make a whole lot of changes to the team in general. So we'll send untapped potentials to some of our guys that don't have it. There's not very many, I can tell you that. But I'll send it to Garuba. Maybe he can play a little bit better. And I will send it to Şengün. Sure. So that way everybody on the roster is at least an A of some sort. So it says that we're the 13th in the power rankings. I feel like that could be wrong, especially with how good our roster is. I think I'm going to play it like this, though, still. I'm going to have Garuba here. I'm going to have Şengün. I guess. No. We'll just switch it to 10-man. We'll switch it to 10-man. We'll go here and then switch it with Garuba. We'll take Şengün's minutes down. We'll move Garuba's up to... Honestly, we'll move it down to like 10. We'll move his up to like 26. And then from here, I think TJ McConnell, I would rather play Şengün more minutes. This is how we're going to run the rotation. I'm going to see you guys at the end of the year. So, yeah, we were extremely good. Like, not even just a little good. We were extremely good. We ended up as one in the power rankings, one in the conference. So, I guess just adding SGA just made us that much better. Jokic is your finals MVP. Or, your finals MVP? What am I talking about? Is your MVP. This guy is your Rookie of the Year. Sixth Man of the Year goes to Precious. Jonathan Isaac, Defensive Player of the Year. Most Improved, Nicholas Claxton. And there he is, Billy Donovan, adding in SGA. Those were the keys to success there. We ended up with a 71-11 record. That's actually insane. And we got Exec of the Year. Look at that mustache. That's just beautiful. Anyway, so we'll go to the All-NBA teams. I don't think we'll have anyone. No, we don't. And I doubt we'll have any defensive teams either, but we'll definitely double check. So nothing there. So we'll take a look at stats just super quick. Kind of see what we got here. So looks like, wow, everybody dropped to under 20 points per game. But look, we literally had 5 people above 15 points a night. So realistically, it's just kind of, we just have so much talent on this team. It's really hard for players to really shine or ball out. So going up against the Phoenix Suns round 1, they have Chris Paul, Devin Booker, Mikal Bridges. They added in DeAndre Hunter, who was a consideration for the offseason, I think 2 years ago, but I think we made the right decision. DeAndre Ayton is the center still. They picked up Derek White. I do think that'd be a solid one. It looks like they traded for him. Alec Burks off the bench too. Nothing too crazy though. I do think, we win in 5. Going up against the Kings. I would love to see the Kings in the playoffs at some point. It looks like they have Lou Dort. It looks like they have Robert Williams. Who... Did Robert Williams get traded here in real life? I'm drawing a complete and utter blank. I'm drawing a blank. I'm so sorry. But I don't know if Robert Williams got traded to the Kings in real life. But they still have Rashawn Holmes off the bench. Very solid. They drafted this center. So they have 3 centers, though. I don't know if that's a good idea. They have Robert Woodard. Davion Mitchell is still here. He's not, putting up the best numbers, but that's okay, honestly. And we sweep them, win in 4. So we're going up against the powerhouse of the New Orleans Pelicans in 2K. They love the Pelicans. There's just no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Lonzo is unfortunately still on this because I couldn't get the exact roster. And somehow they get Lauri Markkanen. So this is not good. They definitely have a very stacked team, and we win in 4. Holy crap. And just like I said, that the 2 teams that have set themselves up best for the future, they are now playing in the finals. My point exactly. So the Pistons, they literally didn't make a change to their starting lineup. They did pick up Mitchell Robinson off the bench. They picked up Zubac off the bench. They got Corey Kispert. Did they trade for him? Yeah, it looks like they traded for him in this past year. They got Caruso, which is interesting. I don't know why they would get Zubac and Mitchell Robinson. I feel like they could have used maybe like a small forward, power forward, but oh well, I guess. So we'll go ahead and see, and we do end up winning in 6. And Jalen Green is your finals MVP. You love to see that. So, that is going to wrap up the video for me for today, you guys. If you guys did enjoy, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell so you guys know whenever I post. Like I said, as of right now, we are literally 6 subscribers away from 100. You have no idea how much it would mean to me for us to just hit that triple-digit mark. I would absolutely love it. But we're very close. We're very close. Let me know what you guys want to see next. I have a couple ideas, but truthfully, I've been, I just started this new job. I pretty much work, 8 to 6, so it does make it kind of difficult, but I'm just trying to fit in the time, trying to figure out what I want to do. So if you guys have ideas, it would make my job so much easier. So thank you guys for watching. This is King Sarah signing out. Peace.